Greetings from Bunny Tales. This is not a sponsored video. I have reviewed the Mont Marte oil pastels in a previous video. In this video, I will be comparing the Mont Marte oil pastels to the Kuelox oil pastels 48-piece macaron set. Kuelox has two other types of sets, a Morandi set and a regular oil pastel set, but I have only the macaron set, and therefore I'll be comparing the set I have to the Mont Marte oil pastels. Before I head out into the review, I just wanted to mention one thing about the Kuelox oil pastel set that I really liked, is that even though this is not the regular set, this is just their macaron set, they have provided 4 extra white oil pastels, which I really liked about this Kuelox oil pastel set. Now, without further ado, on to the review. So let's start with a size comparison between the Mont Marte oil pastels and the Kuelox oil pastel. So this is a Kuelox oil pastel, and here is a Mont Marte oil pastel. They're about the same length, around 6.5 to 7 centimeters, and the diameters look to be about the same. Let's see. That's the Kuelox oil pastel. That's about a centimeter or so, a little less, about a centimeter in diameter, I think. Yep. And the Mont Marte oil pastel is also about a centimeter in diameter. Now for the hand test. Now I know that since the Mont Marte oil pastels that I have is a 120-piece set, and the Kuelox is only 48 pieces, and it's only the macaron set, so I did not expect to find identical colors or even similar colors to each other, but I have tried to get comparable colors. So let's see how they compare. This is the Kuelox. That's a Mont Marte. Notice the crumbliness of some of the Kuelox oil pastels. So in that sense, they are not exactly very consistent from stick to stick, unlike the Mont Marte oil pastels, which are very consistent from stick to stick. However, when I was doing the swatches, I did not notice such a huge difference when they are going over the paper. So I've used them in drawings before, and I do not find that to be an issue at all. Kuelox, right? and Mont Marte. Okay, now onto the swatches. So this is slightly toned paper. It's a dollar store sketchbook. So, yeah, something from the dollar store. So this is the Kuelox macaron set, and the colors are rich, vibrant, and they lay down really nicely, smoothly, thickly. And here is the swatch for the Mont Marte oil pastels. So if I had not labeled them, or if someone had switched the labels or blinded me to what was what, I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference, at least after seeing the swatches. So I also did a swatch on a regular white drawing paper, and this is what we have here. On the left hand side are the Kuelox oil pastels, and on the right hand side I have the Mont Marte oil pastels. Comparable colors that I could find in the set, and sometimes I have had to mix. So these little M's out here, all that it means is that I have had to mix 2, sometimes 3 colors to get a color that comes close to the Kuelox oil pastel. And the crosses just mean that I could not find anything similar, comparable, or the color just wasn't there, or I couldn't get it to mix that way. Now, just like the Mont Marte, the Kuelox are very easy to smudge. They smudge beautifully, they blend into each other beautifully. Just look at that, it's like cream. The Kuelox just feel a little bit more sticky compared to the Mont Marte, but it's really not a huge difference at all. Look at that Mont Marte, beautiful blending, smudging, so thick, so creamy, so rich and vibrant. And as I was applying these oil pastels on the paper, the application is very smooth, very smooth. Here you have the I also have some swatches that are made on black paper. So here are the Mont Marte swatches. Those are the Mont Marte swatches on black paper, and these are the swatches of the Kuelox oil pastels. So they are just as opaque, and if I might add, actually the Kuelox looks a little bit more vibrant or more thick, more opaque on the black paper than the Mont Marte do on the black paper. But the Mont Marte coverage of the black paper is just fine. You can say the Mont Marte and the Kuelox are equally opaque. I also think, or at least feel, that the Kuelox appear brighter or maybe more rich somehow on the darker paper, at least some of them, not the yellows maybe so much, but some of these other colors, they just seem somehow more rich on the darker paper. But that could be just me. Now for the blending and the layering. So here I have the Kuelox on my left hand side, and on my right I have the Mont Marte. So the Kuelox this is the Mont Marte. The Kuelox and the Mont Marte blend well into each other. That's Kuelox, and that's Mont Marte. Now I somehow feel, and I don't know if this can be seen well enough in the video. It doesn't seem to show me that well, but in the video that is. But on paper, somehow the Mont Marte are just more brilliant or more rich in the green portion. They're just more vibrant. On the other hand, the Kuelox just seem a tad bit more dull. At least that's what it's looking like to me over here on the paper. But I have to be, I mean, I cannot complete this review without mentioning one thing, and as always, it's the white Kuelox. It is really rich, creamy, and thick, unlike the Mont Marte white, which, as I've said in a previous video, it's not as bright maybe, or you have to press really hard and you don't get a nice intense white highlight like you do with the Kuelox. The Kuelox just almost covers it up, whereas the Mont Marte is more of a blending stick. So, but you know, they have their pros and cons. You can use the Mont Marte white as a blending stick when you need to blend, and you can use the Kuelox white for your highlights. So all in all, I think each oil pastel set has its own merits. I do love the Mont Marte oil pastels, there's no doubt about it. They are by far the most comparable I have found to Mungyo, and they lay down smoothly. Their coverage is great, but so is the Kuelox, and the Kuelox is a little bit more thick and more creamy. It's more like thick oil paint. So make of it what you will. I hope you found the video to be informative, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Enjoy drawing, and goodbye for now until I find something else to review. Have a nice day.